Welcome to the Baltimore Region Market Watch, brought to you by Real Estate Business Intelligence and MRIS Company. Let's take a look at the most recent activity in the Baltimore region housing market, which includes these areas. In February, the signs in the U.S. economy were a mix of positive and uncertain. There were 236,000 jobs added in February, better than forecasters had predicted. The unemployment rate fell to 7.7%, and the drop was due mostly to people finding work as opposed to dropping out of the labor force. Home prices across the country continue to rise, and the inventory of homes for sale is at its lowest level in 13 years. Demand remains robust, and the outlook for the housing market is strong nationally. Despite these positive economic signs, the mandatory federal spending cuts of sequestration and the congressional battle over the budget continue to fan the flames of uncertainty. By the end of March, Congress and the President must approve federal spending levels for the remainder of the fiscal year. It's unclear how the sequestration cuts will be incorporated in the final budget numbers, but the D.C., Virginia, and Maryland economies could be disproportionately affected. There were 1,451 homes sold in February in the Baltimore Metro region, virtually unchanged from a year ago. This is the first time year-over-year growth in sales has not occurred since January 2012. New pending contracts are also essentially unchanged from this time last year. The flat sales and contract growth could indicate softening demand. However, it's still too early to distinguish a pattern, as the region is coming off of several consecutive months of strong year-over-year growth. There were 9,411 active listings at the end of February, a drop of over 2,500 listings from the previous year. Inventory shortages continue to impact all property segments, with active listings down around 20% across the board. There were 3,136 new listings entered in February, down 3% from last February. This is the sharpest year-over-year decline in 7 months. At $211,000, the median sales price in the region is essentially unchanged from last year, rising only 0.5%, a gain of $1,000. This is the second straight month of flat prices for the region relative to last year. The low inventory of homes for sale is likely to keep prices stable, even as sales slow down in many areas. The low inventory is also driving down the median days on market, which at 63 days is 25 days lower than February 2012. It's possible that economic uncertainty and looming job insecurity could dampen the housing market as we enter the spring season. Sales, new contracts, and median sale price were all flat relative to last year. Despite the sluggish growth, the region is coming off several months of double-digit increases, so it's too early to determine if a new slow growth pattern is emerging. That's the Baltimore Market Watch for this month. Check back next month for the latest.